Death, that mystery accompanying our existence since time immemorial. We confront it as an inevitable destiny, the definitive closure of our journey through this world. Yet, in art, death takes on deeper, more reflective nuances. It allows us to contemplate it not only as an end, but also as a fellow traveler, a last friend who accompanies us on our earthly journey. Today, we will explore a painting that addresses this theme with a unique sensitivity, the death of the artist, or as some know it, the last friend. This title evokes an intriguing duality. How can death be seen as a friend, as a companion who closes our life cycle? Artists like Jacques-Louis David and Eugene Delacroix have portrayed death in moving and dramatic ways. In both cases, we see how death not only takes away physical life, but also becomes a catalyst for deep emotions and existential reflections. However, in this painting we encounter an enigmatic scene. A painter lies on his deathbed, surrounded by his unfinished works and tools of his trade. Beside him, a mysterious violinist seems to play a melody that could be his final farewell. Who is this violinist? Does he perhaps represent death as our last companion? And more importantly, who is the artist lying in the bed, facing his inevitable fate? Surely these are the questions Zygmunt Andrychiewicz wanted us to ponder when appreciating his work. Today, over 100 years since its creation, we will explore in detail this masterpiece and its profound meaning. Let's begin. The artist responsible for this dramatic painting is Zygmunt Andrychiewicz. Born in 1861 in Poland, Andrychewicz began his artistic journey at the Warsaw School of Drawing. He continued his studies at the Krakow Academy of Fine Arts, supported by a scholarship from the Society for the Encouragement of the Fine Arts. In 1887, Andrychewicz moved to Paris to attend the Académie Colarossi and the Académie Julian, where he studied under renowned artists William Adolphe Bouguereau and Tony Robert Fleury. During his time in Paris, he shared a studio with Władysław Slawinski and showcased his work at major exhibitions such as the Exposition Universelle. Andrychewicz was known for his unique and realistic approach, capturing the essence of everyday life in his paintings. His style was shaped by the great masters of the Italian and Flemish Renaissance, as well as prominent Polish artists of his time. Admired for his meticulous attention to detail, skill in composition, and masterful handling of lighting, his works stood out among his contemporaries. Despite the quality and relevance of his art, detailed information about Andrykiewicz's personal life and career is limited. However, this mystery surrounding his figure only adds another layer of fascination to his work, and I know you appreciate the effort to research such lesser-known artists. Through his paintings, Andrychewicz contemplated the beauty in the everyday and reflected on universal themes such as life, death, and human temporality. It is amidst this deep exploration that we encounter the death of the artist, a work that not only showcases Andrykiewicz's technical mastery, but also evokes deep emotions and connects us with ourselves and our future. Because although we may forget at times, we all share the same destiny. This artist, unlike many others who have addressed this theme, chose to represent death in an uncommon manner. Unlike the vanitas genre that became so popular during the Baroque period, or perhaps inspired by some skull from that era, Andrychewicz went further, turning that fearful end into a musician who accompanies us on our deathbed. But why did he do this? What did this painter want to convey with such a symbolic message? I want to remind you that this painting is available on our website, along with over 300 other historical paintings that I have personally selected so you can have them in your home. You also have the option to choose the finish between fine art print, canvas, or even purchase many of these paintings as a phone case. I invite you to visit the catalogue once you finish watching this video and place your order to decorate your home with a historical painting. Shipping is completely free worldwide. Thank you to the people who continue to support this project. Their names will be appearing on the screen. You make it possible to create these kinds of videos. Let's continue. The painting uses a warm-toned palette, creating an atmosphere of visual comfort. The orange glow from the lamp on the nightstand radiates warmth and gently illuminates the space where the artist lies, accentuating the feeling of a cozy refuge in contrast with the implied cold of the cloudy sky visible through the window. The red blanket covering the artist further intensifies this warmth and is balanced with the white sheets, suggesting a mix of passion and purity. The attic where the artist rests seems to be an intimate and personal space, filled with objects that suggest a life dedicated to art, brushes, papers, and books scattered on the floor. Although there is some disorder, the size of the space gives a sense of amplitude. This disorder could be interpreted as a reflection of the artist's mental state, possibly indicative of agitation or despair. The figure of death, depicted in an unusual manner, is one of the most intriguing elements of the painting. Instead of the traditional image of death with a scythe and a dark robe, here it appears as an elegant being, dressed in a suit and playing a violin. This representation humanizes death, showing it as a comforting presence rather than a terrifying one. Additionally, the music of the violin adds a layer of serenity and comfort, suggesting that death can be a peaceful release for the artist. The state of the artist in the bed can have several interpretations. He could be sleeping, but it is also possible that he is dying. If we look closely, the lamp is on, even though night has not yet fallen, suggesting that the rest was not planned. The disorder in the room, with fallen canvases and brushes, suggests a disturbed mental state. This could indicate that the artist was dealing with personal issues or addictions, and that the chaos in his surroundings reflects the inner chaos he was facing. It is also possible that the artist threw these objects in an act of desperation, somehow representing a deep struggle with his art and his own existence. What do you think? Could Andrychewicz have painted these disordered objects to represent the artist's anguished life? Or did the subject of this painting decide to destroy his creations upon realizing his moment had come? The depiction of death as a kind being playing comforting music suggests that, for the artist, death is not a terrifying end but a release. The music of the violin can symbolize a smooth and peaceful transition to the beyond, offering comfort in the final moments. The figure of death could be seen not only as a separate entity, but as a part of the artist himself. This suggests a vision of death as a continuation of life, a transition that, although inevitable, can be accepted with serenity. In summary, this painting challenges traditional representations of death, offering us a more humanized and comforting view of this inevitable step, especially in the context of an artist's life. The symbolism in this work allows for many interpretations. In this video, I've given you mine, but I am sure there are details I might have missed that you may have noticed. If so, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching the video until the end. It would help me a lot if you could leave a like on this video if you found it interesting. And I invite you to subscribe if you want to keep learning about art. Don't forget to visit inspiraggio.com to see our catalogue. And follow me on my social media where I will be posting more content. See you in the next video. Goodbye.